other than the breath of life that came forth that she gave me. She passed now, but I give thanks to her, my father, for giving me life and giving me, sustaining my life. And I left home with a goal, and that was to be rich. I was inspired by a TV show. And my goal was I left home at 17. And I achieved that goal. When I say rich in life is doing what you want to do, when you want to do it, and having the time to do it. That's what richness is to me. And I achieved that through network marketing. So I want to tell you a concept here about network marketing I've been doing for many years that I've coined a phrase called asset control wealth. I'm going to talk to you about this. I'm going to tell you my goal. My goal was to get you committed long enough to get paid. Did that sink in?
Yes.
Can you commit long enough in the business to get paid? How long is long? Until what? Until you win. Could take a year, could take 2, could take 3. But the concept here will give you a reason to maybe commit longer. Here's a statement that I made. A healthy body, a healthy soul, a healthy mind will create a what? Altogether. Healthy bank account. That makes sense? Healthy body, healthy mind will create a healthy bank account. And now, to begin, we have a story about, and talking about a story, I get paid as a diamond now, and that income bracket is around 6 figures a year. But I get paid to tell stories. And I want you, and to thank God for Steve Freeman, as a matter of fact, who taught me this, you're going to get paid to tell a story. You don't get paid to sell. You tell a story, and you share a product. That makes sense? How many would like to get paid 6 figures to tell stories? Respond by the clap of your hands. I don't want you to do that. All right. Well, let me tell you this story here about this gentleman that you know, Byron Belka, who had a vision. He's the CEO, of course, of our company. And his story is what the story that I tell in the story of Rain. And Susie Clark right here is a triple black diamond. And then Paul Hickey, as a matter of fact, Paul came out here with jeans and a shirt. And he just brought an album. So I might be overdressed. I'm just going to throw this over here. That might help me to get an album. Just take the jacket off. So, but these three minds right here, as we talk about Rain International, home-based business industry, the next residual income millionaire. Now, here we have part of the mastermind team here. Casey, that gentleman, Casey Spencer, they know who you are. If you love on this man, Casey's the one to make sure you get your check, right? So, and then we got Russ Crawley, who I love Russ tremendously. He's out in the field, Vice President of North America, and we got Danny Payne, Managing Director of Asia. This is a mastermind team. Part of a mastermind team is why we're here. So that's very, very key. It's important. Now, let's talk about wealth, and let's talk about assets. The road to wealth is what does the sign say? How many years old? 3,000 years old. There's nothing new about wealth creation. The only thing you need to understand that in order to create wealth, money needs to do what? Control an asset. So now let's talk about assets, intangible assets and tangible assets. Your intangible assets, which I can empower you right now, your intangible assets, number one, is your mind. You feel that your mind is an asset? Yes. What about your thoughts? Yes. What about your ideas? Yes. Let's take your mind and co-create physical substance. That's why everything in the universe is based on the physical substance. And then create a solution to a problem with your thoughts. And then you create value. And once you create value, what happens? What do people give you once you create value? They give you what? Money. Right? Then you take that money and do what? Control an asset, and that begins to grow for you in terms of your wealth. Now, Rob Kiyosaki said, network marketing is an asset, not a business. How many agree with that? Sure. Say yes. Yes. It's an asset, not a business. Not a job. Then he says network marketing industry offers many unique benefits to those who want more out of life. How many want more out of life? How many want more out of life? Well, you have to join the network marketing industry, as he said, to make that happen. Here's some statistics here talking about the millionaires. Paul Pilzer gave, he's an economist, he actually advised presidents. He said in 2006 by 2016, which we're almost here now, there'll be 10 million new millionaires created. And we're almost there now. Those 10 million new millionaires have been created. But 20% of them is projected to become out of what industry? The network marketing industry. And guess what? You're involved in the what I call HBB network marketing industry. But guess what? We have some what? Ideas about this industry. What are those ideas? The first one is a negative idea that's what? A pyramid? Is that correct? And there are pyramids out there, folks, in the network marketing industry. But when you find a good company, you find a good product, and a good management team like we have with Rain International, this is not a pyramid, folks. This is a business. This is a business, it's not a pyramid. So let's take a look at what we I call the corporate pyramid, or HBB inverted concept here, where a corporate structure, you have a CEO, vice president, director, manager, and entry-level employee. So the person at the top of the pyramid always what? Always get paid. But if you invert that, HBB, what we call inverted pyramid, you start at the bottom with everyone else, sponsor, support team, corporate team, unlimited income. So everybody starts on the same level. Which pyramid would you like to be a part of? The bottom down, or the top down, or the bottom up? The bottom up, right? But, as Paul said earlier, timing is everything. It's the key, timing. And the timing is perfect here with Rain International. Let's look at some statistics here. It's been stated by the U.S. Department of Labor, and it did a statistic, at the age of 25, 100 men starting out at the age of 65, 1 would be rich, 4 would be financially independent, 41 would be dead, 54 would be dependent on friends and family. This is pretty accurate. I'm not dependent on friends and family. I'm not dead yet. But I'm financially independent and working on being rich. Give that a hand. We're Rain International. But what makes the difference, and why is it that 1% or the 4% or the 5% is actually controlling the world? Let me crack the code for you. The code is, back up please, back up. Back up. Okay, the code is, other people's what? Other people's what? Money. Other people's what? Time. Other people's what? Energy. Other people's what? Knowledge. Leverage your money through what I call MTech. Other people's money, time, energy, and knowledge. Now, with Rain International, we can show you how to make that work. We got 7 ways of making money. Back up, please. Okay, go ahead. One slide, please. Go ahead. We got, oh, there I'm looking for. Rain, let me just back up 1. Okay, Rain International, we got 7 ways of making money. Could you get excited by investing a few $100s, and those few $100s having 7 different ways of making money? Is that exciting, especially Rain International? 7 ways of making money. I'm going to tell you about a couple of them. But what I want to tell you is that the MTech system, OPMTE&K, is delivered to you through HBB, home-based business, on a silver platter. That concept I just shared with you, which is cracking the code. But let's look at some statistics here. 15 million people working from home full-time. 8,493 businesses opening every day. 83% of home-based businesses are women. Women, give yourself a hand. 83% of you. 20% of all network marketing sales are related to the wellness industry. And guess what industry we're in? Wellness. Yes or yes? Yes. All right. Now, how can you pay people $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a week or $1 million a year? Right? Well, this is the slide I put together talking about traditional marketing. How products are moved from a manufacturer to a consumer. Right? A bottle of Coke costs 10 cents to manufacture. But by the time you have a wholesaler, distributor, advertising costs, it gets to the retailer, he pays 60. When you go in the store as a consumer and buy a bottle of Coke, how much do you pay? 150. Make sense? So to move any product, I don't care if it's a bottle of Coke, or toothpick, or car, or whatever it is, there's something added on. Almost 53% out of every dollar is allocated to move that product from the manufacturer to the consumer. Look over to your right. In direct sales, network marketing, Rain International, you buy the product directly from who? The manufacturer, which is who? Rain International. And you take it directly to who? The consumer. And we pay you how much? 50%. That makes sense? That's how we can pay out. Instead of Rain International paying out the millions of dollars, instead of paying it out and that distribution, we pay that out through back to you. Now, let's talk about if you double a penny for 30 days, if I gave you $1 million and you double a penny for 30 days, which would you choose? Most of you choose what? The $1 million of cash. Well, let me show you something about compound interest and geometric progression. If you double that penny for the 28th day, it's $1,342,177.28. However, on the 30th day, it's $5 million. That's the power of geometric progression. Let's take a look over here at the network marketing industry, where you're teaching 5 people to teach 5 people. It's concept and the duplication of it. You teach 5 to get 5 based on what you see up there. How many is that? 25? 25 teaching 5 is how much?
125.
125 teaching 5?
625.
If you add all that together, you got 780 distributors. Now here's the magic here. 3 customers. And Byron tells me that our major resources right now, Byron's coming from who? The customers, right? That revenue, the major revenue is coming from customers. So yes, there's customers we can get. So that's 2,340 customers, spend around $30 a week, $120 a month, 7,000 in volume, 10% commission, 10% on your CV. That's $7,200 times 4 is $28,000 for the week. How many can live with that? It's impossible. How many you start out with? You start out by teaching what? 5. Right? And those 5 taught how many? 5. And those 25 taught how many? 5. And those 125 taught how many? 5. What's the problem? Most people quit before they get to 10, 15, or 20 people in the group. Folks, this is a business, and it's 1 to 3 year project. Now let me finish with a couple stories here. One is Byron Bucker. He purchased the assets of Rain International, which was the license right of the company. Byron Bucker purchased the license right. And I talked about asset control wealth. It's not money why we're doing $60 million a year right now. It is what? It's the product, asset. The product is what? The asset. Does that make sense? All right? Now, so asset control wealth is based on money controlling an asset, and the asset produces a profit. Got it? So we got a cash flow asset when you have a business. And there's other assets that appreciate, might not generate cash right away, but we got a cash flow asset when we start our home-based business. Let me tell you another story about Ray Kroc. And most of you know he's the founder of McDonald's. Ray Kroc, I love this story because at the age of 52, Ray Kroc was a milkshake blender salesman. He was selling milkshake blenders. 2 brothers out of California ordered 8 milkshake blenders from Ray Kroc. Got it? Ray Kroc was curious. Why would a restaurant need what? 8 blenders? Like, I want you to be curious. How can Byron buy a bankrupt company that's bankrupt and do $60 million in 3 years? You should be curious to check this out. We're on the way to become a $1 billion company. So what happened? Ray Kroc went out to California. He observed, like I want you to observe what we're doing in Rain International. He observed the McDonald brothers. And as a result, he said, I want to take this. He had a bigger vision. And Ray Kroc, as a result, took him 5 years to convince the McDonald brothers what? To sell him the assets. And what was the assets? The Golden Arches, the recipe for French fries, and the Big Mac. Ray Kroc died a billionaire, and the McDonald brothers died millionaires. We got lifestyle bonuses up to $1,000 a week, and give Paul Humphrey a hand. He just became a black diamond. He gets $500 more a week. Incredible. Here's a statement. Ray Kroc said the 2 most important requirements for major success are first what? Now you guys need to wake up. Are you sleeping?